no look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we are moving from here, make no mistake. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blade of grass. We love the open country of the Rupanuni and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we mean to keep it. We have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blade of grass, not one golden apple, not one jamun, not a drop of water from the Pomeroon, not one sherriga, not one mami, not one guinea, not one whitey, not one sapodilla. We are a peaceful people, struggling we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we are moving from here, make no mistake. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one for us, not a blade of grass. We love the open country of the Rupanuni and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we mean to keep it. We have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, golden apple, not one jamoon, not a drop of water from the farmer room, not one sherriga, not one mommy, not one guinea, not one whitey, not one sapodilla, We are a peaceful people, struggling we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces, from foreign places, talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we are moving from here, make no mistake. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. We love the open country of the Rupanuni and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we mean to keep it. We have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass, not one golden apple, not one jamoon, not a drop of water from the farmer room, not one sherriga, not one mommy, not one guinea, not one whitey, not one sapodilla. We are a peaceful people, struggling we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces, from foreign places, talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we are moving from here, make no mistake. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, one for us, not a blade of grass. We love the open country of the Rupanuni and the Essex Cribble, daytime or night. Though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we mean to keep it. We have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we.
Not one Busaki. Morning, guys, and welcome down to Livewire. It's Friday, the 1st of December, and I'd like to say morning to all those persons tuned in already, all those persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. Special good morning to you. Special good morning to the persons joining us from the diaspora and further afield. Good morning to all you guys. Morning to everybody who in Dubai with the vice president and the president. Morning to all you guys there, right? Morning to you, because apparently y'all did something so terrible to go and look after Guyana's business and to look after Guyana's welfare and the future for Guyana, right? Morning to all those graduate teachers from CPC, all the studying finish, all the uniform wearing to school finish. You can dress as you like. No, well, not as you like, but dress in regular clothing for work. So congratulations to all those teachers. And I noticed they had an article stating that a majority, no, let me get the right percentage. Don't let me say majority. I don't think I skipped this. 20%. Sorry, I'm correct. Not to say majority. 20% of the recent CPC graduates are from hinterland and riverine communities. So this augurs well for the advancement of education in the hinterland. As you know, the government has been putting systems in place to bring hinterland education, hinterland electrification, hinterland potable water supply on par with the coastline, and a lot of spending and initiatives have gone in towards that. I was in Kurupakari, yes, Region 9, several years ago, and there was a CPC teacher in the community who was studying via internet at CPC there, using the internet connection in the community there to finish his course or do his classes. So CPC is advancing. They have moved forward by leaps and bounds in terms of the quality of teachers being put out there. And I'm glad that they continue to produce wonderful, educated teachers who will impart knowledge on the future of Guyana to ensure that Guyana continues on its upward trajectory, right? So morning to Paul Joseph, One Guyana Paul. What's going on, brother? Mohammed Rafiq, Veneram Karan, Pam Singh. Morning to you. Dial Sukram, morning to you, brother Rupert Messiah. Good morning, watching us from Canada. Dial is watching us from the USA. Sean Jainarain joining us from in New York. Sherwin Siram, morning to you. Raji Miraj, morning to you. And indeed, it's a very important and interesting day. Guys, don't forget at 3 p.m. today. Actually, I would need to find out if that's 3 p.m. Guyana time or Hague time. I'm not sure, but it's the document said 3 p.m. So I'll find out if it's Hague time and I'll post it to my Facebook page so you guys can know. And also I'll be streaming it live here so that you guys can see the delivery of the preliminary order from the International Court of Justice, which Guyana is seeking to stymie whatever actions that Venezuela may be encouraged to take after this referendum on the 3rd. Morning to Vihina Ramkaran, Datan and Dalal. Special good morning to Eunice Ragubir, joining us from Canada. I hope you have a great morning. I hope you have a great day. I hope the knee is doing better. I hope you're wearing your guard and taking care of yourself. Good morning to you, Eunice. Wazim, good morning to you. Lola Hari, morning to you. Leonard Cornelius, blessed Friday to you as well. Chitra Sukraj, morning to you. Lash PA, morning, morning, morning. Joe Nabi John joining us from Canada. Gil Ian, Pasad Patti. Nirmala Allen joining us all the way from Barbados. Takur Bridgelal, morning to you, brother. Sally Jones, as normal in the building, always supporting, always here. Morning to Lola Hari, Cecil Rampasad. Morning to Carla Daniels joining us all the way from Region 5, Morakabai. And also Manisha Daniels, one of the CPC graduates who is a part of that 20% coming from the hinterland. Manisha teaches at the Morakabai Primary School, and they have been having really huge successes in relation to their pass grades and the pass percentage of the classes there at the CXC exams. So congratulations to you, Manisha, and continue to do the good work that you're doing in the community of Morakabai. Carla Daniels, a recently trained midwife, I should say upgraded to midwife. So she's based in that community as well. And this is all part of government's effort to enhance healthcare, enhance education in these riverine and hinterland communities. Now, these are two individuals who hail from these communities. They were educated and they have gone back to their communities to serve and to ensure that the education is passed on to the younger generation, to ensure that residents of Morakabai have healthcare right in the community. Now, there are cases where they might have to transport persons to the coastland to do advanced medical treatment. But the majority of healthcare services, the residents of Morakabai, Lower Morakabai, I think there's another village in the area there too, they have access to healthcare and healthcare facilities within their community. And I think that is a wonderful step by the government to ensure that these persons are trained and they're able to deliver in terms of healthcare education in these communities. Keith Adams joining us on the live. Ajay Chatterpal all the way from Bartica. Zelina Khan, good morning to you and welcome down to the program. Lachu Mahapir, morning to you. Jasmine Baldio, Essequibo is our own. We're not giving up nothing. I agree with you, Jasmine. Pusad Patti, morning to you. Lynette Cornelius, Randolph Sarju, morning, brother. Rose, you're here again. I'm glad you're here. And yes, today we deal with the court. Ryan Jaikasun, morning to you, my brother. Good to see you here. Thank you for the support. And Hill, Jasoda Sargent, morning to you. Ronald Martindale, Rihanna Juman, Keith Benjamin. Okay. So according to some of the Livewire family, the 3 p.m. time is 10 a.m. here. So yeah, at 10 a.m. we will have the broadcast. So I'm reading the chat, so I'm now scrolling down to see y'all actually respond to me. Thank you guys. Y'all are the best, I must say. Yeah, so Keith Benjamin, Rihanna Juman, morning to you. Ryan Jaikasun, thank you. Keith Benjamin, Rihanna, thank you for sharing the information on the time. Richard Stanislaus, morning to you. Tulsi Ram Chedi, Leroy Mangal, Trevon Spasio, Vikram Patrick, Krista Kurprasad, Tracy Martindale in the house as usual. Pierre Andrews joining us from St. Wow, we got St. Cuthbert's in the house this morning. Really great to have you here. Morning to you, Pierre. Drew Solan, morning to you. Yes, it's great to see the guy in his school children singing his school songs. Derek Joseph, Richard Singh. Yep. We are all in the house. We locked down early. What? A lot of people here this morning. A lot of people here this morning. Really great to have you. Really, really great to have you guys here. Really great to have you here. So we're moving forward. First of all, I want to let you guys know in relation to the National Circle of Unity, these are the locations across the regions where the activity will be happening, right? The assembly time is 6:30. So region 1 to 4, this is your page. Ravi Rupnarai, morning to you. Region 1 to 4, this is your page. And these are the locations of the National Circle of Unity in response to the Venezuela's referendum, right? Now, this is a human chain of hands demonstrating a symbol of unity and strength to reaffirm our unwavering position on our nation's sovereignty and territorial integrity. So, guys, Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4, these are the locations where the circle will be happening. Please make sure you guys get out there and support. And Pam, yes, it's growing. I love it. I love the support. Thank you guys for coming out. Vishal, big up yourself. Morning to you, brother. Right? So these are the locations from Region 1 to 4 where the Circle of Unity will be happening. Assembly time is 6:30. And these are the locations from regions 5 to 10 where the Circle of Trust will be happening. So you can go down to any one of these venues in the region and take part in this activity as we stand together. We stand together as Guyanese in the face of this nonsense that Venezuela is putting forward, trying to annex our territory, right? And I did see yesterday as well our president and vice president doing what they do best, right? Our president and vice president yesterday were doing what they do best. And I dare say that is represent Guyana and ensure that Guyana is on the world stage in a positive light. You understand me? They ensure that Guyana is on the world stage in a positive light. So yesterday, our president and vice president, remember, people complaining, the president and the vice president not here, they run away, they do this, they do that. I even saw this TikTok auntie, and I can't believe this lady rise to such popularity already, that she got a view on, oh my gosh, look, you have to stop supporting these people that encouraging nonsense, right? So our president and vice president was able to meet with King Charles III, right? And other world leaders as we continue to lobby for support in this, in relation to this horrible action by Venezuela to try to take over our Essequibo, right? And Guyana continues to shine on the world stage. Unlike in other situations where we were embarrassed by our leaders. You understand me? Seriously embarrassed by our leaders. We finally have some leaders who are painting Guyana in the right light and making the right connections for Guyana. So despite what the opposition said, right? Despite what the opposition is peddling across the country, some U.S. military forces have touched down in Guyana. Our prime minister has been engaging with foreign nations. Our president is engaging with foreign nations. Our vice president is engaging with foreign nations. The French Guyana has signaled their support. Brazil has signaled their support. The U.S. has signaled their support. The UK, they have reaffirmed that this matter was dealt with eons ago. You understand? So all the idiots on Facebook peddling this nonsense, oh, the vice president and the president gone, is we and the blade of grass left alone, and all sorts of nonsense. Even though these two gentlemen are gone, I dare say to you, I feel safe in the hands of a Mark Phillips. Sorry, Prime Minister Mark Phillips, retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, former Chief of Staff Mark Phillips. What better hands we could be in when our president and our vice president out the country than the former Chief of Staff? It's better hands we in if you compare it to Granger. Mark Phillips actually got experience leading our the Guyana Defense Force. Unlike a Granger or a Harmon or a Aubrey Norton. You understand me? So to have a prime minister like Mark Phillips in this country here, and for persons to be making it seem like we were left high and dry, is highly insulting to this highly trained military officer. You understand me? Our acting president at the moment. Highly trained military officer. So y'all get away from here. We are in very good hands. Our leaders, and again, I stress this point. Why would Guyanese think, with the kind of leadership we have now, the kind of leader President Ali is, y'all think President Ali gonna run and left we here? The kind of politician Vice President Jagdio is, you think they gonna run and left we here? The kind of military man Mark Phillips is, you think they gonna run and left we here? We gotta be realistic, people, and we can't allow people like Norton and Amanza and Sherrod and all these persons who only interest is to create division and disruption and dishearten Guyanese people, to make them seem, you understand? To make it seem like your leaders don't care for you, when you see every day, investment in Guyanese, investment in infrastructure, creating links overseas, bringing Guyanese together. When you look at the government, you see the faces of Guyana. You see you see Guyana. You see Guyana when you look at the government who is currently in there. There's representation across the board. But when you look across on the other side, first of all, there is a claim that only one set of people get in hard time in this country. And I'm guaranteeing you that whilst things are looking up, every race in this country got somebody that catching the ass some way. It might be their own fault, mismanagement, they ain't know how to take care of themselves or whatever it is. But every race, I got some Amerindian in some village waking up this morning studying what they're going to do for the rest of the day. Some Indian in some village waking up this morning studying how they going to eat, what they going to do, looking for some work, something. You understand? Likewise, Afro-Guyanese. The Chinese waking up and got work. The Portuguese waking up and got work. The mixed race people waking up, they got problems too. But coming from that side, only certain people have problems. They're only interested in addressing certain people's problems. And when you have people like TikTok Auntie listening to people like them, and then jumping on social media to tell people a bunch of stupidness, is what she said. Where's my phone? What did she say? She said something that jumped out at me I wanted to address this morning. I think I wrote it down. Just give me a moment, folks. What did she say? Okay, right. So she is saying that 40% of Guyanese are poor and there's no equal opportunity here in Guyana. Well, I'm saying to you, ma'am, whilst you have more opportunity in the States, you don't have equal opportunity with the Americans. You understand, TikTok Auntie? You don't have equal opportunity with those Americans that you're living over there with. And this is no disrespect to anybody living in the diaspora, right? You have more rights here than there. Your currency is different. The currency you're using is different. It has a higher value. So you could do less work for more. Or you could do the same job here and get more there. But equal opportunity? Equal opportunity? The white people in America see Indians, Afros, Arabs, everybody is one. Black people. That's how they operate over there. You understand? And whatever you're doing to maintain yourself, God bless you. But don't come on social media to act like you live in this grand life in America and things so bad in Guyana. You understand me? Just like people doing higher porches here, they're doing higher porches there. Just like people studying where the next meal coming from, and they got to go to work to get money, is the same thing happening here. Just like the American government trying to develop America, or they have developed America, our government is developing Guyana. You understand me? And for you, TikTok auntie, to sit up over there, me know you're living there where there's a basement, an attic, or wherever it is. Wherever it is, to pretend like you live in this, good life, and you have so many opportunities here in the States now and whatnot. So please give us a break, TikTok auntie. You give us a break. We don't want to hear certain nonsense from you. But she's free to speak, but speak with sense, TikTok auntie. That's all people are asking you, right? Now, yesterday, our president would have received, when he was conferred with Barbados' highest national award, right? Our president, Irfan Ali, right? Barbados' highest national award. And y'all think it's because what? Mia Mottley is our PM Mia Mottley just interested in sharing out national awards? Our president has been outstanding since he took office. Outstanding, representing Guyana, creating links across the Caribbean, all kind of thing. You understand me? Our president has been outstanding. Right? So President Dr. Irfan Ali has been honored with the Order of Freedom of Barbados, the highest national award in the country. The announcement was made on Barbados' 57th independence anniversary. President Ali received the award in recognition of his strong commitment to enhancing cooperation, achieving regional integration, and fostering social and economic partnerships for the upliftment of Barbados and the wider Caribbean region. When last y'all hear anything like that about the opposition member of parliament, an opposition prime minister, opposition president? Nothing. What award did this get? What award did this get? Look, this other idiot, Coretta McDonald, talking about Guyanese label Barjad, you champion of the earth. Idiot. No, we didn't. International. And I think that was when he was out of office, when he was during President Ramutari time, when he was championing LCDS and green, looking at global warming and that kind of thing. The international organizations did that, not Guyanese. Right? No, President Ali. I was saying the award was bestowed upon him for fostering social and economic partnerships and upliftment for Barbados and the wider Caribbean, right? The Private Sector Commission here in Guyana commended President Ali for his dedication and commitment to fostering cooperation and achieving regional integration. They acknowledged his outstanding contributions and described the award as a well-deserved recognition for his exceptional service. President Ali received the Global Inspirational Leadership Award in September and October of 2023 from the African Leadership magazine, recognizing his advocacy for developing world and global impact. Right? President Ali received the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agricultural Award for his contribution to food security and sustainable development. This highlighted his leadership in agricultural transformation and commitment to building resilient economies in Guyana and the Caribbean. The Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association emphasized that President Ali's recognition with the Order of Freedom of Barbados is a significant achievement for both him and the people of Guyana. They praised Guyana's dedication to regional integration and collaboration in promoting economic progress and social welfare across the Caribbean. Also coming out to congratulate President Ali was the Region 3 Private Sector Incorporated, right? They acknowledged President Ali's dedication to enhancing cooperation, describing it as a remarkable achievement that serves as an inspiration for leaders globally. FITOG, Guyana's largest umbrella union of organized labor, congratulated President Ali on the award, noting his sterling leadership and exemplary dedication to the well-being and welfare of the Caribbean people. Right? During President Ali's leadership, attention has been placed on deepening relations between Guyana and Barbados. Now, as President Ali is set to take up the role of chairman of CARICOM in the first half of 2020, we could only expect great things from this leader, our leader, President Mohamed Irfan Ali. Right? Darren Wade is an idiot, Lynette. Who listens to Darren Wade? Who listens to... Let me tell you all a story about Darren Wade. And I can tell you the story because it's factual and whoever vex. Let her carry me to court. So, one time I had a friend, we're not friends anymore, named Othniel Wade. Othniel Wade introduced me to Darren Wade, who is his cousin. I was going through some issues with my relatives. My aunt and mother had recently passed, and we were having a lot of issues with property and that kind of thing. And I went to Darren Wade. Well, my friend took me to Darren Wade. And all the time, we decided to take this case. And would y'all believe that from the day I met Darren Wade and gave him a deposit to the day of the court case, there was no meeting or collaboration or strategizing with this lawyer. And it worried me because I'm saying, if this man don't understand the crux of the matter, we going to argue in court. Partner, Babs, the first day, I don't know, this was close to the, this was, did they first carry some of these election people to court or something of the sort, right? And he was appearing with Neil Boston, and them is Neil Boston. The guy just looked like the turtle from the cartoons. Was appearing with them at court one. So, I don't know. I can't remember who was there, right? If it was Lowenfield or Mingo or who was appearing. Somebody was appearing there at the time. But it was in relation to getting them to use the right SOPs and them kind of thing. Anyway, something of the sort. So Darren showed up late for my court case. I sat up in court. My relatives there with their attorney. And I did by myself. So just as the case about to, that sitting in the case about to end, there is Darren bust through the door. Your worship, I was in court. What I'm dealing with this. You know, he stammer. This election petition case. He going on. Anyway, the lady adjourned the case to another date. Still no collaboration, nothing until the day of the court match itself. He called me down to the office and he's speedily running through some books and checking this and checking that. So I had a flash drive like this one here. This is a Kingston. Same brand, only thing the flash drive was green at the time. Right? So being working in the media and them things over the years, in certain situations, I automatically record it. So I had certain videos and audio recordings of these interactions with my family members and stuff. And I was like, I felt like I had a good chance to win this case because I got evidence of these people would have saying, would have do me, all kind of thing. Baps, give this thing to Darren Wade. He's like, all right, good, we'll use this. Y'all know when we reach in the court, I up on the stand. The Darren asked me a couple questions. My family lawyer at the time cross-examined me. Now it's time for Darren to present this evidence. So Darren goes ahead and he opened his laptop and he plugged in the thing and he getting ready to present the evidence. So the magistrate turned and said, Mr. Wade, before you present this evidence, there's a certain procedure you have to follow in order to, bring the evidence to the court or present to the court or something like that. So Darren's like, your worship, some stubbornness, I have this thing on the laptop and this is from the client and the... So she's like, Mr. Wade, you have to follow a certain procedure to have this evidence presented to the court. So apparently, like, I couldn't hear. So the lady asked me, the magistrate asked me to leave the courtroom. So before I left, he's like, your worship, I went to the same law school like you. I don't know what you're talking about. He going on. So they sent me out the courtroom. About 3 minutes later, the police or the lady court called me back in, put me back on the stand. Darren Wade sit down at the desk with the hand on the head like this. So apparently they explained to this idiot the procedure that he was missing. You understand? I lost that case and I had all the right people. So when people like Darren Wade speaking on matters, I encourage anybody to walk away. Darren Wade is Stupid 3.0, the latest version of stupidity that come out of Congress Place. That is Darren Wade, fully upgraded. All the upgrades. He got the fresh processor. He got 12 gig RAM. He got 512 gig storage. The upgraded version of Stupid 3.2. You understand me? So I could care less with Darren Wade. I would more listen to a Manzo with Chirang Mats than a Darren Wade with the one suit. You understand me? That's the kind of people who speaking on these matters, bar the sovereignty, development in Guyana. You can imagine if the PNC win and they put Darren Wade at an agency, what would happen? Y'all imagine? There had some brothers from the coalition that go around to various agencies and was very instrumental in closing them down or bringing them to nothing. Agencies that function for years in this country, impacting youth, impacting the homeless, are people who can't afford to live properly. You understand? Two twins brought two viable agencies, organizations almost down to nothing. They can't catch itself yet. Well, one gone completely from Guyana. The other one still struggling to catch itself up to now. And I always maintain, anything that the coalition put the hand on is the last you will see of it. It is the last you will see of it. You don't have it anymore. You do not have it anymore. Right? Anyway, so that little thing that I gave you there was to let you know our president is doing well on the international stage. He's recognized internationally. Not like certain boys who go to countries to complain and people don't even know them. You understand me? Morning to Miss Stephanie Renata Nelson Moore. Morning to you. Right? Our president is respected across this country. Our vice president, highly respected. Highly respected. Highly respected across this across the world, I should say. Highly respected. Anyway, and my last thing from yesterday, I was talking about Red Train and this whole low life thing. Where was Red Train when Aubrey Norton spoke so ill about the First Lady? Where was Amanza when Aubrey Norton claiming the First Lady gone to the States and come back pregnant and insinuating all sorts of foolishness about the First Lady? Y'all ever see Aubrey Norton wife? Y'all ever see Aubrey Norton wife? And talking about people wife like that, them is the kind of things, listen, that is why I am glad that our president, our vice president, and other persons in the upper echelons of this government, you understand, they think before they act. Because things like that, Aubrey, in the streets, some boys would have violate you, comrade. Some people would have violate you. Right? Amanza, you talking about disrespect to women and said nothing when Aubrey disrespect the First Lady. Disrespect the First Lady, claiming I don't even want to repeat what you're trying to claim. That's so disrespectful. You understand? And Amanza gonna still on Freddie soon. Freddie, okay. I'm condemning it. And you need to come out and condemn it. Get, Amanza, get. You backside. Now you realize people disrespecting women. We must condemn this across the board, Freddie. You know, this is my stance and I'm not changing it, Freddie. No foolishness. You get your backside, Amanza. For low life. The mere fact you use low life, it could apply to male or female. Anybody could be a low life. You, Amanza, could be a low life. You understand? You could be a low life. But you, your leader, implying that the First Lady was not loyal or behaving in a promiscuous way and come back pregnant and you could say nothing, Amanza. You could say nothing. Where was Amanza for Mr. T-Ram when Mr. T-Ram buffeted her? Where was Amanza? So you get from here, and if the vice president decide to call the madam a low life for her actions whilst in government, that is public knowledge, that has been covered by mainstream media, nobody's not lying on her. That you get yourself contract, y'all ain't know. Amanza, you don't know that? Huh? You don't know that, Amanza? That used herself contracts. That used to take $2 million every time she go out on an outreach. You understand me? And Amanza could sit down there and, oh God, the amount of people who call me and tell me they're vexed with Gildari. Gildari, you've lost some followers, right? Gildari, you've lost some followers. The amount of people who call me, and they call me like I walk in with TBN, or me and Gildari like me every day for telly. Me and Gildari are right, but the amount of people who call me and say, is what kind of with Gildari? Like Gildari got up on the other side. Thank you, Richard Stanislas. Amanza, you forget, is Kati tell me about the Russians? Amanza, you forget that? It was Kathy who told us about the Russians that we didn't see, Amanza. The telecommunications minister, Amanza, the former one. She didn't show us the computers they use, man, so to hack the place. You understand? You get from here, man, so with your nonsense. Look, y'all like stupidness, by y'all like stupidness, but Manza, you need to stop it. Be fair, rare trend. You comment on all the foolishness that going on. You hear me? You comment on all the foolishness that going on. You jump out for Cathy Hughes. You jump out for Cathy Hughes. Cathy Hughes got a husband to defend her. El Spinneris, El Spindelero. Right? He could spin anything. Y'all realize that, and look, y'all realize that Nigel Hughes, after putting forward that mathematical equation, did not take part in any litigation in relation to it. Look, y'all realize that? Nigel Hughes put forward a mathematical concoction, right? I did not take part in any of the litigation to back it up, right? None of it. He ain't go to magistrate court, he ain't go high court, he ain't go appeal court, he ain't go CCJ, he ain't go no way. Right? Nigel create a little demon, Lucy Wild, and had we run around for 5 months. Y'all realize what went on? Y'all realize, or if somebody know that Nigel been in these things, y'all show me, because I have not seen him, or I've not seen his name as an attorney appearing in the matters. I don't think he appeared in any election matter, whether it be thieving votes or nothing. You understand? So, Red Thread, you leave Cathy, let her defend herself. Let her defend her track record as the telecommunications minister to let us know what advancements she made in this sector. Probably what new call centers or whatever she bring into this country to find jobs to Guyanese. How she help a local internet company or something, increase the bandwidth or something, right? Cathy cannot tell us that. But she could tell us that she give Video Mega or whatever contract, millions of dollars, and still got the audacity to go on TV and go on platforms and talk about installed and friends, family, and favorite and corruption and who doing this and who doing what. Y'all, I sparse the Guyanese people. Cathy Hughes, the Pistolero, the Guyanese hypocrite, Annette Ferguson, Coretta McDonald, Sherrod Duncan. I sparse people for what he did in his tenure as the head of Chronicle or whatever you think. You should take a back seat. You understand? Even if you train somebody to host a program, you take a back seat because you were involved in corruption. Moses Nagamutu send you home or played a role in sending you home, sir. Making you unemployed and the own government get from here. You understand? You get from here. Moses Nagamutu had to send you home because you want by cheers, setting them things that you ain't got in your house. You understand me? Big director of sport, getting big salary, want loan or grant for open barbershop and them thing. The black people love so much, Chris. You remember them when you throw off the lot in South there to build barbershop? And on to know, well, you can probably say the barber chairs and get take back. But they weren't for you. They weren't for you. They were for a less fortunate Guyanese who needed a boost, not you getting a fat salary and getting all them voiceover contracts for all them ministries and all them party events and things. You understand me? Y'all get, please. Anyway, on to positivity. I don't deal with all this negative. We're going into the weekend with positive vibes. Good vibes only. Right? So the housing sector is set to receive a substantial boost with a dedicated budget of 40 billion for infrastructure projects in 2024. This is according to our Minister of Housing and Water, the Honorable Colin Crowell. Minister Crowell highlighted the proactive approach taken with the critical infrastructure projects already tendered. Infrastructure projects already tendered, will aid in advancing the national projection in relation to infrastructural works for 2024. This strategy aims to ensure early commencement and timely completion of projects. The 10 infrastructure projects are spread across various regions, including Cornelia Ida Phase 2, West Coast Demerara Region 3, Good Hope Block E and F, Phase 1 and 2, Lusignan Phase 1 and 2, Nomprel Enterprise Phase 2, Two Friends Phase 1 and 2, East Bank Region 4, Block A, Waterloo, West Coast Berbice Region 5, Amelia's Ward Phase 4, and Fitzhope Linden, and Fitzhope in Linden Region 10. Right? The bid process will follow the national competitive bidding process outlined in the Procurement Act of 2003, making it open and eligible to all bidders. Interested parties can obtain information and bidding documents from the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority. And please, guys, y'all take note of these information. Contractors here in Guyana watching the program and that kind of thing. That's the only way you can benefit from these opportunities. If you're aware of what is going on and where you could bid on and fall in. You understand me? In addition to physical infrastructural projects, tenders are also out for the procurement of conductors, single-phase transformers, and electrical line hardware materials to complete the installation of electrical networks in housing areas. Interested bidders can purchase a complete set of bidding documents for a non-refundable fee of $10,000 from the CHMPA. Bids should include a security based on the bid price. Please, folks, also important is bidding deadlines. Bidders are required to deliver their bids to the chairman of the National Procurement and Tender Board, Ministry of Finance, on the Main Street area there, before 9:30 a.m. on the 3rd of January 2024 and the 4th of January 2024. Right? So just to give you a synopsis of this year, contracts totaling 56.8 billion were signed, marking Guyana's largest housing infrastructure development program. These contracts covered various works such as roads, bridges, culverts, electrical networks, and electrical networks across multiple regions. Now, I was telling you earlier that 20% of the recently graduated CPCE teachers are from the riverine and hinterland communities. Now, over 20% of the recent 1,796 graduates from the Sierra Potter College of Education are from riverine and hinterland communities in Guyana. This highlights a significant increase in representation of educators from far-flung regions. Online study options were available for these teachers, which I alluded to earlier. Teachers in the hinterland regions now have the option of pursuing studies online within their communities. This initiative reduces the need for extensive travel and enhanced distance education, ensuring equal access to educational opportunities and resources. Right? The government's efforts and investments reflect a commitment to providing hinterland residents with the necessary resources for post-secondary education. This aligns with President Ali's vision of a world-class education system and the goal of training all teachers by 2025. The recent graduation ceremony held at the National Cultural Center. The recent graduation ceremony held at the National Cultural Center. At the National Stadium in Providence, showcased the success of the education initiatives. Graduates expressed no man, this gotta be wrong. I think I saw a photo at the National Cultural Center. Let me make sure. I don't think I'm crazy. Why would I put National Stadium there? It's not like the National. Okay, anyway, right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I put National Stadium here. Anyway, so this graduation ceremony that they held recently showcased the success of the education initiatives. Graduates expressed gratitude for the government's support and the opportunity to be trained in the teaching profession. Now, graduates also acknowledged the government's role in improving training opportunities for teachers in the hinterland and riverine communities. They praised the ministry, Minister Manik Chan, again, your name calling, you're doing such wonderful work, for putting in place measures to enable all teachers to complete their training, right? So the graduating teachers were distributed across various regions, with 35% from Region 4, 11% from Region 10, 14% from Region 3, and 12% from Regions 2 and 6. This distribution highlights the nationwide impact of the education program. Now, the 1,796 graduates encompass various disciplines, contributing to the diversity of expertise in the teaching profession. The examples of this is very important, given how Guyana is diversifying, right? The graduation of these teachers signifies a positive impact on education in the hinterland and riverine communities, with trained professionals returning to contribute to their local schools and regions. And this continues to be important. Now, quickly before I go, I wanted to let you guys know that the Civil Defense Commission received a substantial boost in its disaster planning, mitigation, and response capabilities with the donation of a US 1.1 million mobile multi-purpose shelter. This facility will be instrumental in conducting emergency operations and providing care for patients affected by disasters, right? The mobile shelter was presented through the United States Southern Command Humanitarian Assistance Program in collaboration with the Deployed Logic, a rapid deployment product manufacturer. Prime Minister and Acting President, Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, emphasized the benefit of the facility in enhancing the CDC's preparedness and response capacity. He highlighted the mobile nature of the shelter, allowing for increased medical assistance in far-flung regions of Guyana. The mobile multi-purpose shelter has a patient capacity of 40 and can function as a command post, sleep/housing unit, among other uses. It can be equipped with generators to provide self-sufficient power for surgery and other emergency room procedures. As Guyana works to build a comprehensive disaster management framework aligned with the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency strategy, this facility is seen as a crucial asset in implementing this vision. The Prime Minister also highlighted that the facility will significantly advance Guyana's implementation of a comprehensive disaster management, making the country more effective in providing relief to people. The CDEMA strategy involves pre-disaster training, risk assessment, relief during disaster, and recovery and mitigation afterwards. U.S. Ambassador to Guyana described the facility as a tangible representation of the larger commitment between the United States and Guyana to continue collaboration and support. She emphasized the commitment of the United States government to support the people of Guyana and strengthen the partnership. Following the ceremony, attendees, including the Prime Minister and Ambassador, had an opportunity to witness an incident simulation showcasing the practical application of the newly acquired facility in disaster response. Right? Now, the collaboration between the US and Guyana in disaster response has seen the implementation of various projects, including Trade Winds 2023. This particular exercise involved over 1,000 troops in an oil spill response exercise led by the CDC, contributing to the region's capability to mitigate, plan for, and respond to crisis. Right? So we're moving up. We're moving up, people. We're moving up. We're looking up. Things looking proper, and we're moving in the right direction. We're moving in the right direction. Anyway, yeah. Well, okay. It was the stadium. I don't know why I thought it was the National Cultural Center. It was at the stadium. So, guys, that's all the time I have for this morning. I want y'all to be safe this weekend. If y'all don't forget, there's the activity at the National Stadium at 5 p.m. on the 3rd. Don't forget, 10 a.m. right here, we'll be going live with the ruling of the court, right? And let's continue to be good Guyanese. Let's continue to be patriots for our country. Let's desist from listening to foolishness coming from certain quarters in this country. Y'all remember, not a blade of grass, not one caress. Essequibo is we own. Right? Essequibo is we own. Let me see it in the comments before I go. Essequibo is we own. Load up the comments there for me. Load up the comments there for me, people. Essequibo is we own. Let me go. Before we go. Essequibo is we own, people. Let me see it there quick. Come on, with the people in the wait. Like the people in the comments don't believe we own this Essequibo or what? All right, let me go. Let me see it in the comments, people. Let me see it in the comments. I like it. Essequibo is we own. Essequibo is we own. We ain't giving it up for not a soul. Not a soul. Not a soul. I love it. Big up yourself. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being here with me every morning. Thank you, guys. It's always great to be here with you. Guys, that's all the time I have. Remember, one love, peace. That is how we're promoting here in Guyana. Peace, love, development. No stupid talk from the opposition. So peace, love, and like I always say, one Guyana.